Hi guys, it's me. And today we're checking out something that's a little different from a usual smartphone or gadget review, but honestly just as exciting if you care about big screen experiences, presentations, home theaters, or even serious business setups. This is a Panasonic PT-FRZ50WU7 DLP Projector, and it's one of those products that quietly flexes with specs that actually matter in real-world use. Right off the bat, this thing is built like a professional tool. It's not trying to look flashy. It's not trying to be cute. It's clean, it's minimal, and it's clearly designed to be mounted, installed, and used day in and day out without drama. The white finish helps it blend into conference rooms, classrooms, studios, or even a clean home theater setup without screaming for attention. It's the kind of device you install once and then forget about because it just works. Now let's talk about brightness, because that's the headline feature here. We're looking at 5,200 lumens. And if you've ever tried using a cheap projector in a room with even a little bit of ambient light, you already know how big of a deal that is. With 5,200 lumens, this projector doesn't care if the lights are on. You can use it in a classroom, a boardroom, a hall, or a living room with windows and still get a punchy, visible image. That alone makes it a huge upgrade over most budget projectors that only look good in total darkness. Resolution-wise, this is WUXGA, which means 1920 by 1200. It's slightly taller than standard Full HD, and that extra vertical space is actually super useful for presentations, spreadsheets, web pages, and productivity content. But even for movies and videos, you're still getting a sharp, detailed image that looks clean and professional. Text is crisp, lines are clean, and visuals don't look soft or blurry like they do on lower-res projectors. Another big win here is the laser light source. Instead of a traditional lamp that you'll have to replace every couple thousand hours, this thing uses a solid-state laser system. That means way longer lifespan, way more consistent brightness over time, and way less maintenance. Panasonic rates these laser projectors for up to around 20,000 hours, which in real terms means you can use this thing for years before even thinking about service or replacement. Color accuracy is another area where Panasonic usually doesn't mess around, and the PT-FRZ50W7 is no exception. The colors look natural, balanced, and not overly saturated. Skin tones look right. Slides look clean, and videos don't have that weird washed out or overly warm look that cheaper projectors sometimes have. If you're using this for presentations, digital signage, or even creative work, that color reliability actually matters more than you might think. On the connectivity side, it's got everything you'd expect from a serious projector. HDMI, DisplayPort, LAN, and other inputs that make it easy to hook up to laptops, media players, conference systems, or control systems. That means whether you're in a corporate environment, a school, or a home setup with multiple sources, you're covered. And because it supports network control, IT teams and system integrators can manage it remotely, which is a huge plus for larger installations. Installation flexibility is another underrated feature here. This projector is designed to be mounted in a bunch of different ways, whether that's front projection, ceiling mount, or custom installs. It has lens shift and adjustment options that make it way easier to line up your image perfectly without having to physically move the entire unit. That's a lifesaver if you've ever tried to mount a projector and realize it's just slightly off-center. Noise levels are also surprisingly well controlled for something this bright. It's not silent, obviously, but it's quiet enough that it won't distract people in a meeting or pull you out of a movie scene. That balance between cooling performance and noise is something Panasonic has clearly tuned well here. Now let's talk about who this projector is actually for. This is not a cheap, entry-level home projector. This is a serious, professional-grade unit. It's perfect for conference rooms, classrooms, lecture halls, houses of worship, event spaces, and high-end home theaters where you want brightness, reliability, and long-term performance. If you're a business owner, school administrator, event organizer, or just someone building a premium home cinema, this projector makes a lot of sense. For gaming, it's not marketed as a low-latency gaming projector, but casual console gaming and big-screen experiences are absolutely doable. The brightness and clarity make racing games, sports games, and cinematic titles look epic on a massive screen. The overall experience here is very much set it and forget it. You're not constantly worrying about bulb replacements, brightness drop-offs, or weird color shifts. You turn it on, it does its thing, and it keeps doing its thing for years. So yeah, the Panasonic PT-FRZ50W7 is one of those products that doesn't chase hype, but absolutely delivers where it counts. Brightness that actually works in real rooms, resolution that's sharp and practical, a laser light source that saves you money long term, and build quality that feels like it's meant to last. If you're serious about upgrading your projection setup, whether for work or entertainment, this is definitely one you should have on your short list. Hi guys, it's me. If you want to buy this Panasonic PT-FRZ50W7 DLP Projector, then please visit the link provided in the description.